Welcome to the Dan Waterman Enterprises tutorial. We're going to start by introducing you to WordPress. I've started here at WordPress.org and I'm showing you the download WordPress button that'll get you the free version of the application. They show you that it's easy as 1, 2, 3. Just find a website host, download and install WordPress, and then read the information. Go to WordPress.org and not WordPress.com. They are different. Now I'm going to take you over to GoDaddy. Godaddy.com is tends to be my favorite and most preferred use for hosting and buying my domains, just because everything's right there and you've got great customer service. I'm going to start by having already logged in. Go to the hosting management account. Now this is assuming that you've already purchased your domain name and the hosting package that you desire, and we'll show you a little bit about what kind of packages you need to purchase when you get started. But just understand that there is a business development line that you can contact, and you can see the 24-hour sales and support line in the upper right hand corner. Excuse me for one moment while I just log back in. Okay, it's logged me out because I had it sitting a little bit too long, so I'm just going to put in my customer number, and I'm actually using my login name and my password. I like to keep them long, so I tend to have to start over if I miss one button. There we go. Okay, now that I'm logged back in, it's going to take me to that hosting account, which is immediately going to drop me right down there to my web hosting, and you can see there's danwatermanenterprises.com, and you can see here that I've purchased the economy grid, which has Linux on it, and I'm going to go ahead and click the launch button. That takes me here. This is my dashboard for my web hosting. From here you can see on the far right that I can install apps, and right there is where I'm going to install WordPress. It also shows to the right there what type of settings I'm going to need and how it's going to apply to the hosting package that I bought, and you can see that it needs Linux, so that's why I bought Linux. And then I had PHP 5.x, and that's going to be important when I'm running the WordPress program as well. Under content, there's a nice little FTP client that you can use. I've opened it up in another page, so let's go ahead and switch over there and show you that you can actually upload WordPress, the software or the application, from say your desktop if you saved it already. Right here, you just move it from your desktop on the local system. You see that's on the left column over to, and that's where you would select your folder, over to the right column, which is where your remote system is, and that's actually the hosting right here on GoDaddy. So I'm just playing around here. These files aren't actually WordPress application files, but I just wanted you to see how that works. You would select whatever file that you want. Once I find it, I select it, and then I'm going to hit the arrow button, but it's going to give me an error, so we'll just watch through it, click OK, and disconnect from our FTP server. Now let's go on back for a second. Okay, just click that. Now I'm going to assume that you've gone through the process of uploading WordPress onto your server. It's going to take a few minutes, 15 to 20, to propagate. Once it's done, you're going to go to, say in my case my domain was www.danwatermanenterprises.com. I'm going to put /wp-admin after that, and I'll be able to log into this dashboard. This might look familiar if you've ever used WordPress.com, the free software that's online to use a blog. It's a little bit different though, it's more robust. As you can see, I can change some of the dashboard applications that show up. These are plugins that I've added. And currently what you're able to see is what's called SlimStat, and that tracks all the activity that goes on my website. I'm using WordPress as a website in this case. I'm going to take collision testimonials off there. That's just testimonials that I have up there. Syncopa, which is my music and my video archives. And you can see that the menus are just simple drop downs, and there's little arrows that show up when you hover over them, a nice little Ajax feature. And then on the left there you'll see same thing with the main menu. It runs up and down horizontally on the left side. Okay, now I'm going to take you through the themes. Most likely you're not going to want to use one of the more basic themes. You're going to want something a little bit more robust because there's thousands of themes out there. I've selected one called Boldy, and that's right there at the top with the little rainbows coming out of it, and I've adjusted it the way I saw fit. And the way I did that was I clicked on Install Themes. I click on the Upload button right there. Once I do that, I'm able to search my browser for the file that I've, say, purchased or downloaded off of the internet that's a theme. It's going to be a zip file most likely. So I would just go find the theme that I wanted to. In this case, I've already installed it, so not going to do that here. But essentially that's how it would work. You'd double click on it, open it up, and you'd start the upload process. No different than if you were uploading a photograph to a website. So that would give you the theme that you want. Once you've got the theme installed that you prefer, it's a good idea to go to the theme main page right there and click on the documentation that you typically receive from a new theme and review that as you get started. It's really important that you get those settings correct. This is going to be where you more than likely make it or break it when developing a website or a major blog through WordPress. There's a lot of settings that are here, and a lot of developers out there that design these skins and themes, they pre-populate and give you great documentation on how to do these correctly without making a lot of mistakes. That should do it for now. Just make sure that you update it when you're done. Thanks.